Set a collision course for adventure. This is Cosmopunk.
Glitch, a Starfinder in D&D 5e homebrew story, featuring the crew of the Leica 7.
I am Pan, and I play Baphomet, Captain of the Leica 7, displaced galactic idol, now in the body of a kobold android mystic, and determined to get it all back one way or another.
Hi, I'm RJ, and I play V the Vesk, who's the Leica 7's resident designer, mechanic, and over-enthusiastic van owner. They also have a drone familiar called Flyby.
Hey, I'm Cypher, and I play a small punky Yosoki otter named Ryder, operative and pilot of the Leica 7.
Hello, I'm Ty, and I play Radar, a cyborg coyote engineer and weapons officer aboard the Leica 7.
And I am Fringe, guest game master. The party, after their final rest, began their journey to the towering pyramid before finding the way open for them. Making their way inside, the party head deep into the depths of the pyramid, finding coffins on either side leading to the throne room. There, Zuul and Daave state their intentions to free themselves of this digital prison by using the Captain and the glaive. Daave then transforms into a massive monster with 5 faces, 4 of which are that of the crew of the Leica 7. Meanwhile, Captain Meyor is being dragged away by a spell towards Zuul. The party fights the massive monster before Nya and Felix make their way to stop Zuul from completing his ritual. In the process, Felix unleashes his distraction of mechanical mice before reaching into the pool to grab the glaive. Felix is then transported into a different dimension with the ghosts of the ancient kings pointing their glaives at him. After convincing the ghost kings to help, Felix appears once again with the glaive in his hand, but the battle is far from over. Chapter 21.
Game over.
And our story begins as Felix reappears with the glaive.
Oh, his feet glowing.
Are my feet glowing?
Yes.
Yes! Oh no, I'm an NPC!
At last. Retribution.
Alright, so I'll roll the swarm for you. Nat 20, by the way.
Get him!
Alright, so let's go here. Felix has appeared by the pool again. Rat swarm on top of Zuul. Zuul is by the pool. 2 skelly guards are basically attacking Pandora. You have Meyor and Nya right next to you, fighting. Big Lizard is at the door after hurling a javelin at Zuul.
Which got critical, so I like to think it landed straight in his fucking chest between all of the rats.
It hit his shoulder. It hit his shoulder.
Right, okay.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
As I was saying, they rolled a crit. So, yep, they rolled a 20 on the dice.
Right.
So, let's find out what happens. The mice smell the scent of blood from the spear hitting. You hear Zuul crying out, and suddenly this swarm of mice just start rising over his entire body, and slowly his form seems to slowly descend back into the pile of mice, as Zuul is no more.
They killed him?
Yeah.
Is he being killed by mice? Oh my god.
Wow.
Killed by mice.
Literally Doctor Doomed to death.
Mice are truly the most savage of creatures.
You never got to use your glaive. It was the mice army that killed me.
There's still plenty to do. We're not out of the wood yet.
True.
Yeah, because that crit from the big lizard and then the crit from the mice did him in.
Wow.
Rest in peace, you stupid monster of mine.
Who names their child Zuul?
Someone who has predisposed their child to grow up evil. That's nominative determinism right there.
No way. When
Yeah.
you become evil, you give yourself an evil name. His name's probably Derek or something.
Derek.
Nah, his
Yeah.
parents raised that kid to be evil.
Zuul is his edgy goth name that he
It's all
used at
his
school.
DeviantArt name.
It's not Derek,
Jesus.
Mom. It's Zuul now.
Where are my hot pockets?
So, given the fact that these undead now have 3 opponents and their master is dead, they are going to swing wildly. One after Pandora, the healthy one, and the other is going after the cat. Because that cat did a lot of damage.
Looks innocent and cat-like. Meow. Meow.
Gets kicked across the room.
That's already happened.
Missed on Pandora, missed the cat. Because they're not looking good. So they both miss. Cat.
I'm going to hit one of them really hard with a rapier.
The one you've been smacking on.
That is a 7.
You go to stab it, and it does the finger wag, like, because it goes right to its rib.
Yes!
Oh my god, these undead have sass.
Oh no, I forgot, they're made of bones.
What, skeletons are made of bones?
They're bony boys.
Who knew?
The skeleton was made of bone.
Thank you, Cypher. That was perfect.
Anyway, it is Cypher's turn. Crawlneck, it's your go.
So Crawlneck sees the cat's attempt to stab the bone monster. He rolls his eyes, goes and gets one of his javelins out of the body of Zuul, which the mice, I like to think, lift up so he can take it.
Yeah,
and
they do that.
And chuck it at this this boner that Nya's having trouble with.
Okay,
What boner he's having trouble with?
Huh? You heard?
What that Nya's having trouble with?
You heard?
Yeah, but what did we hear? Yeah, but what did we hear?
Okay, I'm rolling.
I like to imagine the corner just yelled out, like, take this boner.
Take this, boner, 22 to hit.
Why'd you have advantage?
He's raging.
Huh? Because I'm raging.
Oh, yes, of course, you're barbarian. I forgot.
Yeah.
We're still stuck on the skeleton being made of bone.
That hits. Roll for damage.
9 plus 2 damage, 11.
How do you want to do it with him?
I wanted to go straight through the skull. It stops for a moment, and then its jaw falls down comically.
Alright, so it does the finger wag at the cat, and all of a sudden, jaw falls off. Thump, thump, thump. And then it collapses into a pile of bones.
Yeah, now who's finger wagging at who? Wags finger at.
The shards of skull on the floor.
You don't get to quip where you didn't make the kill.
You get him, yeah.
I helped. I distracted him.
Paul isn't doing the quips. They're just doing the legwork.
Yep. There is one last boner, as they say.
Oh, God.
So Meyor is going to swing at the last guard. Strike them down.
No, don't strike them down. Then they'll become more powerful than we could possibly imagine.
With her initiative of 120.
This is literally going to be Mayor's first attack in 3 sessions.
Well,
Yes,
they did hit last session. They did
But
get
she
some
isn't
hits.
being dragged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, 'cause she got feared, and then she got dragged, and then...
Accidental
Well, she
damage in
meant-
distress, yeah.
She missed both of them.
Oh, Mayor!
Come on,
Shit.
Mayor.
Come on, Mayor!
This was your
Remember
moment to shine.
Remember when Meyor beat up Bath earlier? We want that.
Yeah, I
again.
feel
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah!
Pandora, your go.
Yeah, Pandora's going to take a swing as well at these guys. Just one guy, actually, it's just a long sword, so... Oh,
Just one last
23 to hit.
hits.
Nice.
9
Didn't Baphomet really look up to Meyor as well?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, a lot is going against Meyor right now.
Yeah, she's having a bad time, it's fine.
She's having a bad... She's getting fucking punked in this fight.
Yeah, man.
I mean, she does
Don't
have.
feel sorry.
And trust me, it's not by intention here. I'm just
No,
gonna-
it's just the duck dice that are letting her down.
I mean, she's probably
Um,
distracted by the fact that she has to end her entire civilization after the battle.
Yeah, that might be a bit distracting.
Yep. Then it's actually your go, Felix.
So there's still one skelly boy left up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Felix is going to literally teleport behind him and then whack him with the
You
glaive.
say nothing personal, oh, okay, fine.
Oh.
All right.
I thought we weren't doing quip, so I didn't quip.
No, we're not. We're doing quips when you do something cool. When you
Yeah.
miss spectacularly, then you don't get to do a quip.
20 to hit,
Yep.
and then max damage.
Ooh, holy shit.
You take off his entire rib cage, but he's still standing.
Is he impaled on the glaive right now, but he's still, like, struggling?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, ugh.
He doesn't get to do the finger wag, though.
What do I do now? I didn't have a plan past this point.
Keep stabbing it.
Okay.
Roll a d4 for me, please.
Rattle me bones.
Okay, so you don't get your ability back. It's because you use the teleport. That's why you roll the 1d4.
Yes, I remember. Can I use my second attack with the glaive?
Glaive is a two-handed weapon, so you can't use your crossbow.
Yeah. Cool.
So
That was cool, though. I got to teleport. So there's like
Everyone else is like, ah!
Whoa,
Oh, yeah.
what?
you got your swarm. Do you wish to order Barry, or Barry going to keep eating?
I thought the swarm dissipated after it had attacked one person, and that was it. I didn't want to just keep moving it around.
Well, I mean,
It's
we
up
can
to
let
you.
it. We can leave it. They're feasting. We'll leave them be.
Yeah, I don't want to go near them when they're hangry.
Death by rats.
All right.
Yeah.
The mice are eating. You hear them squeaking happily.
It's getting a bit feral over there.
Mm-hmm. Skelly Boy is impaled, but they're going to try and slash wildly. So, let's see who they're going to target. They're going to swing at Mayor. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Nat 20.
Oh, Mayor, god
Yes! Finally!
It's all going well for her.
damn. No, she got
Yeah.
hit with a nat 20. She didn't get a nat 20.
Oh no!
Yeah.
That's not good.
No.
This is the one thing we didn't want to happen.
That is the opposite of what I wanted.
How is she looking, by the way?
Well, I'm about to tell you. I mean, she
Okay.
hasn't taken any damage this fight. So,
Until-
Yeah, she's been dragged around mostly.
Yeah. Aside from lots of carpet burn.
She's got terrible rope burn.
so she took a whopping. She took 7 plus 6 damage. So 13 damage.
That's
not
a
great.
lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. Everyone give me perception checks too, please.
P is for perception.
There we go.
He said the thing!
I got 11.
I got 11 as well.
I got 12.
I got 9.
All right. Everyone else is focused on the undead. However, Felix, you're seeing black goo starting to coalesce into something at the doorway.
Guys, I think Dave's back.
Huh? No, we killed him.
No, the door. Look at the door.
Oh, bloody hell.
Let's finish this off and get out of here.
Don't suppose anyone's got any more coins.
Fresh out, I'm afraid. Toll taps his pockets.
Yeah, it's your go.
Nia's going to put that in the later pile, and they're going to attack that skeleton again, and hopefully not fuck up this time. 24 to hit.
Hits.
Yay! I do 11 damage to it. It took Nia 3 attempts to work out that you can't stab skeletons, but you can slash them really well.
Yeah, roll me a d6.
6.
So 17 damage.
Hell yeah!
This thing has lost a lot of bones. It was still swinging wildly.
Lost a lot of bones.
If nothing else, then it'll be Kronak's turn.
Okay, can I shut the door? Buy us some time.
Actually,
You are
yeah,
a
maybe.
door. Just go and stand in it.
No, he'll get attacked.
All right, if you want to do that, be my guest.
So I can shut the door.
Yes, you can close the door, but how are you going to keep it sealed? Are you just going to close it and be hope that it'll stay closed, or?
I'll close the door and then just put my whole body weight up against it while we deal with this final skeleton and sort of regroup.
All right. Is that all you're going to do?
Yeah, I think we've got this one skeleton left. There's one skeleton left, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
impaled and swinging wildly.
Still
Okay,
managed
well,
to
we-
crit Mayo.
We need to, loot, what's his name? Zuul, and
Zuul.
see if he had anything of any use before we get out of here.
We might want to get out first if they're trying to get in.
Mayor's turn to swing.
Come on, Mio.
Hey,
Come on.
she got him. Both.
Yes!
swings.
Yeah.
Nice!
Finally.
After very madly getting poked by this, getting slashed at, she just basically cuts him in half, cuts off his legs, cuts off his chest, and then the whole skeleton just collapses.
That's it, Mio. Get it all out. What is in this? Is it just? Are we just in some kind of a basement? Is there any other ways out?
No, there's no other way out. This is a chamber that is a circular chamber. There's a pool of water, but there's no exit through the pool of water.
Crap.
So Kroll's holding the door shut, just like, we're not out of the woods yet, guys.
The bad news is we're trapped in a small underground room with a bunch of goo blocking the only way out. The good news is, points to the glaive.
We've got whatever that is.
We have to get it to Meyor, I guess. We don't have anywhere else to go. We can't escape.
All right, Mayor, I believe this belongs to you. And he passes her the glaive.
It is that point when she touches the glaive that you hear a very angry hissing noise from the door.
Oh boy.
I don't think you like that.
Quick, do it more.
I can't give her the glaive more.
It's at this point you also see Virgil with the squirrel appear as well.
Hey! Didn't even need to play the flute.
And Virgil will say, "Good. Just hold him off just a little bit. We will activate the program while she is holding the glaive." And you can see them both approach, and they also grab the glaive with her as she looks firmly in the eyes of the two. And at that point, you see the glaive is glowing brightly. However, at this point, they are channeling. So, Pandora, what are you doing?
If they need time to do something, I'm going to help Clark keep the door closed.
All right.
Thanks.
How are you looking for health?
I'm okay. I'm on 31. I'm fine.
Okay, then I'll just do it to myself and give myself my remaining 5. That means back to 19.
I was at half hit points.
What didn't you say?
She didn't say anything. Also, we're holding the door closed. Like, we're going to be hit first.
That's your action. You're holding the door. You give yourself the good touch. And Felix, what are you up to?
Is there any other room left at the door? Or it doesn't look like the burliest people here have it.
I think the 2 burliest big people have it, but unless you want to add some more to it, you can.
No.
Push against
He will use Second Wind to regain 1d10 plus my fighter level in hit points.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so 1d10 plus 3.
Of course, I rolled a 1.
Oh, still 4.
Yeah. And then he'll ready his actions for when the door breaks. He'll shoot the first thing that comes through.
Okie dokie. Swarm is squeaky, happy.
I think we can get rid of the swarm at this point, can't we?
Yeah.
Disperse to various rat holes. Yeah.
Yep, they're done. They're fed, and Barry climbs back up your leg, looking a lot plumper.
Yeah,
Flesh.
Felix is visibly uncomfortable at that.
You made this.
He's feasted on man flesh.
It's the circle of life.
Got a taste for blood now.
All right, I need strength saving throws from both Pandora and from Krolnak.
In that case, my strength save was 15.
All right.
I'm 15 as well, hey.
You guys feel the door being, like, you feel force just hitting it hard, and you push back into it. It's like, bang! You feel the reverberation.
Just holding it back as hard as we can.
Well, you would hear hissing and growling as it's slamming against the door. Give me a perception check, everybody.
P is for perception!
17.
20.
16.
All right, you all notice that goo is trying to leak through the cracks of this door.
Ugh.
Has anybody got any torches left?
I've got 1 left.
So, yeah, whatever this thing is, it's trying to push through the door, but it's trying to weaken it. All right, but that's it for it. It just slammed against the door.
Okay.
Yeah?
I am going to jump up to Zuul's corpse and start going through it for coins.
What? Really?
No. If there are more magic coins that.
Oh, the
Zuul
magic
has-
coins, right? Okay, I think
No,
you're trying
not
to get.
regular coins. I mean,
Right.
specifically the coins that turn off.
Okay,
death.
that makes sense. But both of those would have been
Hey,
completely within
Frank.
character.
Yeah, at the end of the day, thief's got a thief, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I also love that your first assumption was that Nyar is just going to start thieving.
Oh, it definitely wasn't. Yeah, I was just kind of start feeling.
I mean, if there's anything else cool in there, then, you know,
Right.
won't hurt to take that. But Nyar is specifically looking to see if there's any of those coins. I don't know, it's worth a shot. Fuck it. I'm going to roll a... You want another perception?
Yeah, give me a perception.
He is 4, don't fuck it. 8!
You fucked it.
Fuck it.
What you find are 2 daggers, a crossbow, some bolts, and some tattered remains with a few very fat mice sitting there looking very plump.
Robot mice.
Robot mice looking very plump.
And a bag of trail mix.
Well, bad news is I've neither found a map with a secret tunnel out of here or any of the coins that shut down Dave, so...
You know, since our allies just appeared, I'm just going to shout out. I don't suppose you two have any coins on you, a chance?
They both shake their heads now,
Okay,
as
great.
they are focusing right now on the glaive.
How much longer, Catherine?
All right, Krolnak.
Yes.
Still holding against the door?
Yeah, still holding against the door. I'm going to have a look. Is there anything in this room that I can, like, push in front of the door that would feasibly hold it, that isn't just me and Bath?
In the walls, there's carvings, but nothing that is physically out. This pool looks basically to be pretty much clear of most things.
Alright, I'm just gonna hold the door fast then, I think. Just reinforce my position.
The light from the glaive is getting really bright, and the door is rattling now a lot harder as this thing really wants to get at it. They are getting close, though. You can tell they're focusing. You can see sweat pouring down Virgil's face as he's really focusing. And Meyor is also sweating.
Is Virgil still a squirrel while he's doing this?
That's the captain.
Oh, sorry.
Is the squirrel sweating?
Yeah, squirrel. He's still a squirrel. He's holding
Sweating
on.
though. Is it a sweaty squirrel?
Ugh.
His hair is standing up.
I don't like the way you're saying that. Ugh.
But you can see that it's getting brighter in the room. Pandora?
Okay, if we're holding the door closed and they need more time, then I'm just going to call to the others as well, Felix and Jan, to come and help hold the door back. Like, it won't hurt to have all of us. Plus, they're small, so they can fit between the two of us.
Okay. All right. So holding your position, but calling everyone else over to help.
Unless Felix wants to be on guard of the in case they do get through, so they can just fire on the mess.
I think that might be best for him, honestly. He's useless at melee.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So call Felix over, but call Jan over, but leave Felix to guard the others. Also, to Virgil and the captain. You guys don't have any kind of healing abilities, do you? We are really beat here.
You're focused right now, but the captain looks at you, the little squirrel, and you see him. He takes a deep puff, and you see the cloud of smoke coming right at you. And you all get 5 hit points back. Each one of you. All of you.
Hey,
Smoke seems to hit.
Hi.
all
Back
of
to
you.
full.
Blessed by the power of dank.
Yeah, that's some good weed.
17. That put me to full health.
Yep,
I'm
same.
at 24. I'm okay.
I am
So, you are what?
2 off of full.
A stegosaurus. Oh,
I am a Stegosaurus.
Thank you. Just go back holding the door.
Thank you.
All right. Holding the door. Felix.
Gives Bath a nod and just stays on Overwatch.
Yeah.
All right. And finally, we're back to Dave. I need whoever's at the door to give me strength saving throws.
17.
18.
Hey.
All right.
Stronger.
Yeah, you guys are feeling a little healthier, so you're getting a little more resolve in you.
I don't like when he makes those noises.
No, me neither.
You hear the door groan as it slams again. You hear a ping, ping, as you are noticing that the goo is starting to get into the joints of the door. So now the door is barely holding on to its hinges as this goo is trying to force this door to pop off.
I'm going to give Bath a sort of knowing look. Like, okay, sort of next turn we're going to let go of this thing and just let Dave slam into the room on his face and do as much damage as possible to him.
Pandora gives Connacht back a questioning look and doesn't quite understand what they were saying with the knowing look, but she'll follow suit.
Yeah, you know. Come on.
Like, Crom's like going, and Pan's like, what?
Joel rolls his eyes.
We are.
Bear in mind that the Nyar is still standing in the centre of the room and would like a heads up before getting full on bodied by Dave.
Don't stand in the center of the room. Okay, I mean, like, you're up next, so you can move wherever you want, I guess.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, well, absent of any knowledge of, like, knowing looks between you lot, she's going to gather up all the rags left from Zuul's, like, clothing and start stuffing them into the cracks in the door.
That's a really good idea, actually.
I mean, the door's coming off its
fair
hinges,
play.
so...
Yeah, but Nyar doesn't know that, so...
You know, it gets me out close to the rest of us to help, so fine.
Yeah. In fact, she's doing it while standing on Kroll's head.
Okay. That's actually,
Alright.
not a terrible idea, because I can just move now.
Okay. Karlnak.
Yeah, I'm going to just take one step back, away from the door, like to the sides, and draw my great axe and wait for anything to burst through and hit it with my great axe. So that's not really holding my action, is it?
Yeah.
Well, you can. If
Okay.
you're declaring that you're taking a step and you want to attack.
Yeah. So if anything comes through, I'm going to hit it with my great axe.
Alright. Everyone give me Constitution saving throws.
Oh boy.
Constitution.
Oh no.
10.
19.
19.
3. I am a fucking cat.
Yeah. Krolnak, you suddenly feel sickened. And it's that point, Pandora, you're hearing a beeping noise from your wrist.
Yeah, I flick it open.
Oh, I've happened. There you are. I found you finally. We were able to get the program back online. We're trying to pull you out now.
Well, wait, don't pull us out just yet. We're right at the. This is actually really
Is
the
that
time.
strange?
Yeah, it's strange. He's on call.
Oh, but I already started the recall program. I can't stop it.
How long do we have?
I'm trying to get you out now. You've been in here for too long. I was worried for your safety.
How long do we have?
You have 10 minutes at most.
All right.
Try and delay it as long as you can.
All right, I'm gonna call over to Felix and Yar. Guys, we've got 10 minutes before the strange pulls us out. We have to do this now.
Oh, the strange is back.
Yeah, and yeah, you're sickened too.
Well,
Good.
that's bad news for
Oh,
anything
no.
directly under now, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, because you both failed your Constitution save as the recall program has made you now sick.
So he's going to be
right.
like, Doctor Strange, how long do...
is that the Pandora looks very unhappy.
Yeah, just hops up a hairball.
Oh.
So,
And a mouse.
10 minutes, got it. We'll be there and flick it closed. It's now or never, guys.
Then let him through. Let's face it.
Oh, Dave.
Okay, yeah, I sidestep from the door to let it in.
alright. It'll do so on its next turn. Felix.
He's holding his action for when something
Alright.
breaks through.
Alrighty. You see suddenly the goo gets even more pronounced to the doorway before boom, the door starts to fly open and just go skittering across the ground. As you see this black mass just pour through, hits the ground and splatters. As you see a skeletal form step forward. It's basically a black skeleton with green lightning dancing between its bones.
It's fucking Hexus from Fern Gully.
It is, isn't it? It says it's hypoxic love.
Oh yeah, I was thinking Hazmat
Yeah.
from Batman Beyond.
All that.
Yeah,
Also that, yeah.
but yes, I think Hex is a better one. Sorry.
Batman Beyond,
yeah.
good reference.
I want to let you escape.
As it's starting to approach Virgil, the captain, and Meyor, it doesn't seem to be. It is gunning for them. So you have attacks. Fire in the hole.
Yep, I take a whack.
Attack of opportunity.
So it comes through, and because we all held action, Felix, Carl, and Pandora all slap it in the face.
Yes.
I got a nat 20.
Yeah, oh, ignore that short sword one. No, don't ignore that. Ah, come on. Can I have that
Alright.
as my offhand crossbow roll?
I'll be a generous god and say yes.
Thank you.
Name your roll.
So, right, I got an 11 for the light crossbow. Does that hit?
No.
And 25 for the hand crossbow, which
Yes.
is a nat 20, which is a hit. So, 18 damage.
Alright. And then Pandora got a crit. 11 plus 8.
Nice.
Yeah.
Krolnak, you hit.
That's 2 nat 20s. That was dude coming through the door. That's rough.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Hey, have you got a smite map as well?
No, I
Yeah,
used
I
to
think
roll up on your first form. Yeah, I've got 1 charm divinity left, and that's it.
Because that would have made an awesome hit even better.
So that is 14 slashing damage plus 2 for rage. So 16.
Nice.
Damn, son.
Playtime's over, Dave.
So you smash this skeleton really hard, but you take off some of both its arms, but it is still like gunning for them. But that was its turn to smash down the door, and so
Yeah, if only Yar had taken a hit, we could have one-shot this guy.
Well, guess who's actually coming up next?
yeah,
Go on, yeah.
All the cool kids are doing it, so Nya's going to hit them. Probably from where they're standing, they're just going to smack it with the short bow. Smack it with the rapier.
all right,
Hiya! 19 to hit.
hits.
Yay! 7 damage.
Roll me a d6. You have sneak attack because it's engaged.
That's 5.
Nice.
Fantastic.
He's just like come through the door, and then immediately everyone has chosen violence.
Well, yeah.
All right, Krolnak.
Yeah. We need to stop this thing.
I think if we can keep kicking the crap out in the doorway, we should be okay.
He's not impeded in terms of movement, though.
Yeah, I mean, we can't really stop it.
Well, we can. I can try and grapple him.
I mean, it's a massive puddle of goo with a skeleton in it.
Yeah.
It's a goo skeleton.
Felix has literally stood between him and the party, but Felix probably won't be much of a rope bump.
Yeah. Alright, I'll hit it with my great axe again. So, swing that about her. Yes, 14 to hit.
Nope, miss. Because they're channeling, they cannot attack. They're too focused on it, and you can see though the energy is starting to hit. Like it is glowing brighter, and it's getting blinding. And definitely you see Dave is struggling to get closer, but he is trying. That'll be it. Pandora.
I'm going to use my last chance divinity, so I'm going to crit on 19s and 20s. Watch me not get any of those. 13.
Does not hit.
Oh,
Not
well.
connect.
But it lasts for 1 minute, so we'll see next time.
Yep. Felix.
Alright, free action, reload the crossbow, shoot him twice.
Fire in the hole.
Hand crossbow, that one, drops it, light crossbow, 25. And then 11 damage.
All right. He is looking really badly injured, but he is still moving.
Oh boy.
You did this to yourself, wherever you were.
You see him slowing as you guys have been damaging him badly, but you see him just reach an arm out and green lightning smashes into the three of them at the glaive. You see them flinch as the damage seems to hit them. A whopping 10 damage.
Oh, how is she looking?
She spat up some blood, but she's still holding.
Oh.
Wait, didn't the healing screw?
Yeah,
the screw
but
healing
that- Yeah, she healed up a little bit, but still,
Okay.
that is 10 damage going right
Yeah.
into her.
Fair.
You think she can take maybe a few more of those hits, but you could tell that they're getting close to finishing, too, because it's just getting really blinding.
How large is Dave's mass?
He's about humanoid size. He's a skeleton that is dripping.
We
and
can
is-
force him back up the stairs, guys.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to grapple him.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry about that. I thought he was still a blobby mass like we saw there.
He threw basically all his mass at the ground to break that door open, so that's why there's a lot of goo on the ground.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, short of any better options, Nya is going to. Actually, you know what? They're gonna grab their short bow and they're going to try and shoot him in the head.
Which is a no.
Which with 8 was never going to happen.
Yeah, not with an 8.
It was worth a shot. I was hoping just to disorient him slightly so that we'd have more chance of tackling him.
Dream big, little cat.
Curse these clumsy paws. If only I had thumbs. Thumbs!
Neck.
Alright, I'm gonna try and grapple Dave and, hold him down to stop him firing this green lightning bullshit at our heroes.
If you try and push him backwards, I'll help him my turn.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna try and grab him and fling him back out the door.
Gonna be strength, but you're gonna do it normally because you are sickened.
Yeah, that makes sense. 13.
Wait, could we give him the help action? I can use that to give him help action, if I can.
Yeah, you could do that as your reaction. So, roll. Add advantage. Roll again your strength.
Oh, okay. Strength. 23.
Alright, you got a hold of the skeleton, and it is squirming in your arms. And problem is, though, Paul, he's sparking electricity, so you're taking a whopping 6 lightning damage.
That's fine. I'm a tank, I can take it. So Kroll is now sparking as well while he's holding on to Dave. But is he grappled?
He is grappled.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what happens. I like that. Alright, the captain says, "We almost got it. Just a few more seconds, we'll get this." As by now you can actually see the glaive is almost glitching itself as they're holding on to it. You can tell that reality around you is also starting to glitch as the walls are starting to change, and you are starting to appear on the ship Sadiq Sajet, as around you see the pods. You're standing basically on not on a catwalk, but you're standing on the ground where there's a number, and you can tell that they're Virgil and the captain are still as what they look like, and so is Meyor, but everything is just kind of flickering in and out. So, one moment there'll be the wall there, next moment there'll be pods again. The door is flickering out, so you'll see a glass door open to then the wooden door. So everything's starting to glitch the living heck out, and Dave is not happy as he's starting to look like he's starting to glitch. You see him changing from Dave as the person, the AI, and then he glitches off to what looks like the farmer, and then he glitches again, and basically the big lizard is holding on to a lightning elemental in his hands. It is a creature of pure energy that is like struggling in Krolmek's arms before it switches. It keeps switching between these forms. The skeleton, Dave, and so on.
But it's losing cohesion.
It is losing cohesion. It is struggling to try and stop them before whatever they do is complete. They're almost done. Pandora.
Pandora gets down and just rugby tackles this thing backwards with an strength. She wants to try and push it up out of the room, up the stairs, along with Kronak, so it can't fire any of the shots.
Give me a strength roll, and you still have Peerless Athlete, so.
Sweet. 17.
Alright, both of you are pushing this thing back, and he's going, no! No! And he's like, you see his arm reaching out, trying to stop it. You push him back 30 feet.
Nice.
He's still in range, but he is, farther back now. So he'll have to aim more properly for his next shot.
Just like with that robot thing in the camp.
Yep.
Alright, Felix.
If everybody's pushing, Felix is going to run in and... No, he's not that stupid. He's got noodle arms.
I mean, you can still damage it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep pumping crossbow bolts into it.
Alright, your one shot is jammed, so if you want to use a bonus action to unjam it, otherwise you could just use your one bolt.
I'll use my bonus action to unjam the hand crossbow and then shoot it. 19 to hit, 6 damage.
Alright, Dave's turn. He is wiggling out of your grip, and he slips out before he raises his arm again and fires. Let's see if he hits. Oh, he hits. Smacks Meyor again for 9 damage. She's still standing, but she is looking badly burned now by that attack.
Wait, it raised his arms. I thought we.
Yeah, I was going to say, we cut his arms
knocked him
off.
off.
It slipped out of your grip. It beat your strength to get a shot.
Yeah, but I thought we ripped Dave's arms off in the opening volley.
No, I think it's just it's like a gooey lightning elemental. It can probably just cast
Just make
stuff.
new arms.
Shit, it is manifesting arms.
Flipping.
This is the TSA's worst nightmare.
Yeah, it is it's flipping between forms, so you can see it's got some arms, some that doesn't. But it's a lightning elemental, so it is shooting.
Okay, that's fine.
Pretty much. So it's using its energy that it has to shoot. You guys are you're flickering between realities. So yeah, you're walking up like the catwalk stairs, and it keeps flickering.
Right, Nya is going to grab their bag of shit, dump everything out of it, sprint towards Dave and try and jam the bag over his head so he can't see anything. Work smarter, not harder.
Alright, well if you're going to stick a bag on its head, give me a sleight of hand.
Also, when have we done anything smart ever?
That's 21 for sleight of hand.
I just would really like to hit him more.
You can, he'll just have a bag over his head.
That's the thing, we don't even need to kill him, we just need to stop him killing Meyor.
You blinded him.
Excellent.
Krolnek.
So he's got a bag over his head now, has he?
Yeah.
And you're still holding on to him?
I'm still holding on to him. He's got a bag over his head. I'm going to headbutt him.
Yep.
Yeah.
You also take 5 damage, by the way, because you're still holding on to him.
That's fine.
Alright, roll the hit. For your headbutt, that'd be strength plus your proficiency bonus.
So 11 plus 2. 13.
Not gonna hit. His head's moving around too much for you to get a good whack.
And
It's like you graze him.
And Paul feeling sick as well.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. As you've got him and you bagged him and all that, it's then that you hear Virgil said, "It's done." And then a big blast of white light flashes all over you. You are all blinded by it. And you hear you hear Dave, this creature, yell, "No!" As all of a sudden you feel yourself being yoinked, like something grabbed you by the back of the neck and is pulling you. It's then that the light starts fading and you're no longer in the chamber. You're standing on a hill looking over the city. You see the undead horde just swarming into the city. But you are all fine. You're all standing on the hill. Mayor, Virgil, and the captain are there with you as you're watching this. And in the distance, you watch as the pyramid starts to collapse on itself. The peak just sinks into it, and the buildings start collapsing as you're watching this almost sinkhole starting to form in the center.
Wow.
And you watch as Virgil turns to you and says, "Well, I'm afraid our time is done here. The program is starting to fail, but we did what we could to save who we could.
What's going to happen to you guys?
Well,
Wait, the world won't survive?
we were able to save everyone that we could. We were able to back up their memories and such. After we've learned what Dave was doing with Zuul, transferring him into a safe system, we were doing the same. We transported all the individuals that we could find and put them into a file. Mayor here will be the last to be put in, but we thought it would be proper for you to say goodbye before this program collapses.
So where will the file be?
Look for this," and he opens up his hand, and you see what looks like a cylinder. It has energy. It has like bars on it. You see, like it's like a bunch of discs in this tube almost. If you find this, you'll find them. But we made sure to purge of any corruption, make sure the creature can't get into it, so everyone there will be intact. They will not be infected with the virus that was our friend.
And what will happen to Dave and the farmer? Where are they now?
They will be still in the shell. And we only ask that you destroy it. Either free the creature and kill it, or cast it into the sun. We don't care how you do it, but
The entire ship?
no, the core. And he holds up his hand, and you see a schematic of Dave's system. This
Ooh,
large
yeah,
box.
commits that to memory.
Yeah, Nya is immediately going to bring her hand up to screenshot that schematic.
Yeah, so is Felix.
You see, it's basically a large. Dave is a big, large, rectangular computer box. Basically, he's huge.
He's a server stack.
Basically, but
Nice.
there is a core that is round. It's silver, has lights glowing all over it. That is the core of Dave's AI, and Virgil shows you how to disconnect it. Its thing would be about, to you in comparison, this thing would probably be the size of a big medicine ball.
The demon cores, literally the demon core.
It's literally the demon core.
Yep.
Literally the demon core.
We're gonna attack it with 2 screwdrivers and see what happens.
Don't do that.
So,
I heard it doesn't end well.
so all the people that you've backed up, how do we get them into real bodies again?
I'm afraid you'll have to figure that on your own, I'm afraid. But we will leave what we can from what Dave and Eve were creating with it. Perhaps instructions that they've left, their notes, and what we could recover, at least. But I'm afraid the fate of this world and its people will rest with what your world can do with them. For once we destroy Dave's core, there'll be no way to rebuild him as before.
Well, we'll try our best.
I think sometimes you just got to let the dead rest.
Yeah, I think sometimes you really do. Catherine, how you feel?
Hurt, but fine. And she looks off to the distance as you see the sinkhole is creeping further, like it's expanding outwards more and more.
Like a black hole.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say it's been an honor. I didn't know what to make of this world when I got here. But I met you and people like the wizard Damien, and I realized that there was more to this than just a strange game. And I hope we meet again sometime.
I would like that. Goodbye, everyone. It has been good to work with you all.
And you too. Take care.
And Virgil smiles before putting a hand on Catherine, and you watch as she suddenly, disintegrates slowly before your very eyes. She'll be safe. But for now, we must say goodbye. We wish you all the best, and we only ask that you do our last request.
Yeah, we'll kill Dave.
We thank you, and we wish you all the best in your world. Now, it's best to be gone. And you see him reach out and touch each one of you before you all feel yourself being pulled out of that strange sensation you had when you were logging off before. As you watch, as you pull yourself out of your bodies, as you watch each one of your forms collapse.
Pandora flexes once more before she goes.
Felix takes Barry out, just pats Fat Mouse on the head, puts him on the ground and says, "Go and be free."
Oh. Kroll looks down between his legs one last time. Oh well, it was fun while it lasted.
Why do we have to get you laid sometime, really?
Yeah.
And Cat.
Nya briefly considers picking up Barry and eating him, but doesn't.
All right. It is then you all feel that tug before each and every one of you are pulled out of your bodies, and you watch as your forms kind of collapse and fall asleep. As Virgil and the captain are waving at you as the sinkhole gets closer, you guys are flying up into the sky as you watch them wave before you can't see them anymore, as the sinkhole seems to get right to where your bodies and where they were before it is consumed in this black digital void that is formed. And it is then that you are back in the tube of data. And if you wish to give a perception check to see what is going on, be my guest.
In
Starfinder.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can use perception, computers, whichever one you prefer.
V will probably use computers.
I use computers as well because why not? I got a 9. That's why not.
23, but I accidentally added 6 instead of 16, so...
31.
So that would be additional 10, so 33 for you.
33.
Yeah.
All right. Pandora, Baphomet, I should say now. To you, it's all numbers. But for the rest of you, as you guys are being pulled through this tube, you're watching as the code seems to be disintegrating itself. Like, the connection to it is falling apart around you, but you are staying ahead of it as it is eating itself. And you get closer and closer, and that's when you see a series of error codes start appearing around you. You can tell this is a connection error, but you guys are still getting ahead of it as it's collapsing. As you watch the data tube is starting to crimp on itself behind you before you see the light ahead of you.
Rhoda shuts her eyes and starts breathing heavily again.
You punch through that light, and you all awaken in your tubes.
Radar comes staggering out of his pod, promptly pukes on the floor.
Same, probably.
V rolls over and goes, 5 more minutes.
Bath steps out unfazed because she doesn't need to eat or puke or pee, and checks for Lestrange.
You see Lestrange. He looks a bit disheveled, needless to say. His tie is pulled down. His feathers are all ruffled.
He's been working for 48 hours.
Yeah.
It does not look like he slept that much.
How long were we in there in the end?
It was in there 4 days, maybe nearly a week.
You've definitely been in there about a week plus.
Wow.
Because you originally were stuck at day 3, and then you had your several days of travel.
Oh no! Wait, a week plus? My hair's ruined.
Have I ever mentioned how much I hate cryogenics?
Rhoda goes up and sits against the cryopod and just shivers for a bit, trying to get warm again.
Oh, Radar goes over it, picks her up and rubs that off her.
Now I know how V feels in the morning.
V's not capable of movement until someone warms them up, so they're just
Doctor,
fallen
do you have any
asleep.
blankets or anything around here?
Oh, yes, I sent Crunch he should be back here shortly. And it's at that moment you see a big lizard running in with blankets.
Oh, something
And
to
he-
warm V up. And blankets.
Wait.
Quickly, he hands them out to each of you, and he goes quickly to V's pod and wraps it and activates a little. It's a heating blanket.
Oh, nice.
There's a little switch on it for each of you.
V
nice.
eventually wakes up and is like, ugh. Tries to crawl out of their pod and immediately face palms because they suddenly weigh 3 times what they used to.
Does Crunch catch them?
Let's find out.
Do they swoon? I need to know if they swoon.
Yes.
Yeah, V sees Crunch and over exits, so the Crunch catches.
Oh,
Yeah, like
Yeah,
palm to the
crunch.
back of the head and just...
oh, my ankle.
Sorry, back of the palm to the forehead.
V's too tired to be horny right now. It's going to take at least 10 minutes.
Yeah. He's able to catch V, no
My
problem.
hero. My hero, except, like, at this point, V probably absolutely reeks.
Ugh.
But bear in mind, they haven't brushed their teeth or showered for a week, and they've been
4
trapped in a
days.
small...
Well, we were cryogenically frozen, so we don't stink that bad.
Thankfully, yes, because all
Yeah.
the bacteria would have been mostly
fair.
frozen.
That said, though, you probably just ask the doc for like
Oh,
clean stuff.
Definitely want
Yeah.
to shower. But we have a more immediate concern.
Doc, have you seen this? Oh, wait, no, I didn't take a picture. Wait, did we all take a picture of it?
Yeah,
V,
I did.
V and...
Radar
Yeah,
is the,
radar, you-
beep, 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 beep. Yeah, this. An image of the core.
Oh, that's the schematic for Dave. How'd you get
Yeah.
this?
Kill it.
It needs to be destroyed.
Yeah, specifically remove this bit from all of this,
Yeah.
and points to the core and the rest of the diagram.
This is the root of all of the problems we have had. You need to destroy this immediately.
We have disconnected Dave from the power system after we had a sudden power surge from him restoring to the ship. There's been so much that has happened. It take me quite a while to explain what happened since
All
you've
right,
been
all
gone,
right.
but
Okay.
How about this? We could really use something to eat, something to drink, and a shower. Lots of showers.
Yeah, please.
And then we
Yeah.
can meet back and debrief.
In somebody else's room that isn't any of ours, specifically for the showers.
What's wrong with my room? You put the showers back on, right? Actually, that doesn't matter. We'll be. We can make an order and you can debrief us. How's that sound?
okay.
And you should probably get some rest as well. You look rough, Doctor. No offense.
I have been on nothing on coffee for the last couple of days now. I need a rest too.
We do appreciate it. Your help was obviously invaluable. Yeah, get some rest. We'll meet back here at we'll meet back in the evening.
I've got some serious criticism about your game, by the way.
Oh, yeah. 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very immersive. Little bit killy.
Difficulty curve is really harsh.
Quite liked it until the bit where it tried to murder us and take over the universe. So often that is pretty good.
Yeah.
6 out of 10.
Solid 7 for me. Anyway, we'll meet you back down. We'll meet you downstairs in a couple of hours. How's that sound?
Either way, core, destroy.
Well, we should destroy the core. We should destroy the core ourselves. Do you think?
All right.
I think so. Radar wants to do it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely personal. V's finally reclaimed the ability to stand up right on their
Yeah,
own.
same here. But first, let's go and have a shower first. I really.
Ryder, really? On my leg?
Sorry, couldn't help myself. I need to go and have a shower.
Yeah. I think we need to eat something as well.
Yeah.
It's cryogenic sickness.
Yeah, I know.
Can you walk?
Let's find out. Put me down.
Do we need to make any rolls to see if we can walk?
Um,
Con
No, I like
rolls?
the idea you just put Ryder down and she just turns into a puddle.
Yeah. Con rolls could be good.
yeah, fortitude saves would probably
Yes,
be good.
perfect. Fortitude. 22.
1, 2, 3, 4, 17.
Okay, Otter is weak, but
Hold on.
let's see what.
She's not used to her legs being this short again.
Yep.
You should have had a week having proper strides. And a huge cock.
Wow.
That'll be an interesting conversation. at the end of
I
it.
mean, they're not wrong.
V, what's your fortitude?
Oh no.
I got 10 per con.
Ooh.
Crunch is going to help carry you. Your legs, you're so used to being agile kitty cat, that you take one step and you're like, "Ooh." Right into
face palms again.
Do we think you're faking it?
But Otter is a bit dizzy, so probably will cling on to it.
Should probably hold on to Radar, yeah.
Radar will pick her up if she wants.
Yeah, please. Ryder does the uppies gesture where she just holds her hand up.
Oh, no.
You put the thing I want on a high shelf, and now I need to go.
Hey, little sister, what have you done?
Hey. Yeah, thanks. Don't tell anyone about this.
All right.
I
So
think I really want to relive any of the past week.
No.
So Crunch will help lead you all back to your rooms. Each one of you will be able to get back inside, no problem. Your rooms are fine. Your spider possum, Baphomet, has been well taken care of. See, it's been well fed and taken and groomed.
I'd forgotten about the spider possum.
I neutered it while no one was looking.
Oh, no.
No, you should spay and neuter your pets. That's fine, actually. Oh, good. That's expensive, usually.
I like to imagine that there was a whole other role play that happened around taking care of the spider possum that we're not privy to.
We were not privy to.
It was Crunch and the others who had to deal with it.
The Adventures of Untitled Concierge and the Spider Possum.
There can be a post-credit scene.
It's like looking after the baby in Roger Rabbit at the start.
She goes back in, takes Maxie out of the cage, and plays her before going to take a shower herself. Did you miss Mummy?
It's just lying on its back, just like receiving the scritches, looking happy, just going.
Yeah, all 8 legs like wiggling in the air.
It's got 8 legs. Oh.
Yeah, it's a spider.
It's a spider possum.
I know.
Well, they're called Kit Kats, but yeah,
Still bothers me.
But it's got a happy possum face.
Yeah, she feeds.
Does it spin webs?
I don't think we've ever had it spin webs. I don't think
we
so.
haven't had it make a web yet. No,
Web only does it at certain points.
No,
when it's identified prey.
What? Anyway, she puts Maxie down to eat and goes take a shower.
We're done of ruining spider possums. Let's get back on what we're doing.
All right. So all of you get a few hours to wash up, rest. V gets pampered by Crunch.
I think Ryder would just go into a room, turn the shower on, and just sit under it with her eyes open. Doesn't bother getting out of her clothes or anything. Just
Oh man.
Yeah, all of you are wearing that outfit, the space kind of outfit that was helped equip, so it still has all the attachments and such.
Radar's ripping that off as soon as he gets in the shower.
V's going to get out of theirs, and then is going to flop on top of Crunch, like lick his nose.
Aww.
Happy Crunch noises. Yeah, you all get good rest, washed. I assume you're all going to take naps and such.
It's only like I think I said like 2 hours. So everybody wash up and stuff. No time for naps.
Yeah. Radar can't take a nap right now. There's a job to do, and that's the core.
Yeah, eventually I'm guessing Crunch picks up V and just dumps him in the shower.
Yeah.
All right,
darling, you stink. I'm sorry.
You've had your affectionate time now. Finish it.
It's shower time.
Yeah, Bash's gonna go around with Maxie, I think, like on her shoulder, and like knock on the doors to get everybody.
Yeah.
V makes it worth it by tugging Crunch in with him.
Oh my god, RJ, put it away.
Well, this isn't a sexual shower. This is just an affectionate shower.
The door knocks louder on V's room.
Go away. All 3 of us are outside waiting.
Fine.
V, whatever you're doing, we've got work to do. Come on.
I'll be back later.
I'll be waiting.
Rolls first, and we all head down to the meeting room or whatever to debrief.
All right, so you are all greeted when you are starting to head out of the hotel by Dawn. And she's like, "Oh, I'm glad that you're all right. Mr. Gatsley wishes to meet you down in the hangar where Dave is."
I bet he does.
Yeah, I'd like a word with him myself.
I'd like a fist with him.
Well, don't go too unsubtle there, V.
Yeah, don't say it in front of his aide.
Yeah, for a
Okay, V muttered that under their breath.
I'd like a fist with it. Oh.
Also, yeah.
So let's go. Please lead the way.
All right. She leads the way. You go through the same pathway. You notice that things are a little more subdued today. Like, it seems there's less people here today than usual.
Probably because we shut down their entire game.
We'll be trapped in there a week.
Anyway, but you guys are on your way through the passages. Less crew members moving around, but you do see more security walking. As you guys make it to the elevator, you take the elevator down. You actually passed where you usually would stop before you're opened up into a airlock system. You go through it, and that is where you're in the hangar, where you see all these wirings that were attached to this wreck, this slice of ship. And you see Mr. Gatsley there. He's wearing his white suit, and you see there is Zach, the little Tengu sniper right next to him. He's operative. They're waiting you with also some security guards as well. There's a bunch of them posted around. And engineers also walking to and fro, disconnecting things, and seem to be working on making sure whatever happened isn't happening again. And Dawn leads you towards Mr. Gatsley.
Rhoda's going to be glaring up at him the whole time.
She is capable of walking now, right? I don't have to carry her.
No, she's had a shower, she's had some rest, and she's had some time to think, which is probably the most dangerous thing she could have had.
V's back to full independent motion.
Mr. Gatsley turns to you and says, "Well, I apologize for what happened. I wasn't expecting any of that to occur. I had no idea."
I think you could say this fulfills the danger clause in our contracts.
Yeah. And also, we need to break a lot of your system now, because otherwise it's going to escape and kill everyone.
Mm-hmm. Also, I just want to roll insight on Gaxley. Oh, go on, not insight. What is it called back in Starfinder? Sense motive. Sense motive,
yeah.
All right. What are you trying to sense on him? Are you just doing a general sense motive, or?
I mean, despite Baphomet's interest in Gaxley and all that stuff, she's aware that her friends have valid points. So she wants to at least be able to say, like, I feel like he's genuinely sorry, or whatever.
Sure. All the way.
Okay. 22.
22. He seems genuine.
That makes her feel a bit better.
That he did not know that was going to happen, and that he's kind of relieved that things went better than they should have.
Phraseology makes things seem a bit worse.
Rhoda's going to walk up to him, look straight in his eyes, and say, "Twice, Gatsley.
Yeah, I'm starting to think you don't have our best interests at heart.
This is the second time in my life where you've put me and my friends in danger.
And we haven't even known you very long.
And we haven't known you that long."
Are you referring to Slipstream?
Yes, Slipstream.
Yeah, that's also your fault, Rick.
Okay, to be fair, that was not of my intention. We were working with our partners, but they decided to go work with the Aslanti. It was not my fault that they chose a worse partner, and that my manager of the park was a absolute piece of crap. So it is not my fault for what happened to you at Slipstream.
V's eyes narrow.
And as for this situation, you did agree to try it, and I did my best to try and compensate you of this eventuality, which you will be.
There's still something we need to do. You see Radar go to tap his wrist and realise there's nothing there, and he's like, "Oh, right." And then he pulls out the data pad. And Radar brings up the schematic of the core. There's still the core.
Let me see.
You are aware of what this is?
We noticed that there was an increased power, but we don't know what was going on, other than that it was drawing so much energy.
Well, that's Dave, and it's trying to escape.
Yep.
And get out into the universe and cause chaos.
And do more damage.
It's malevolent.
However, while we need to destroy this core, we need to make sure we don't do any damage to this. And V's going to pull out their data pad and bring up the cylinder with the backup for all the residents on it.
The discs, yeah.
Radar nods.
Well, you know this does go against the contract about destroying this machine. However, given the fact that this thing has nearly damaged my ship and all that were on aboard, with some dock to your pay, I will
Flavor. Okay, let me put this another way.
Wait, we're going to take a hit in the pay for this.
Yeah, you see Ryder's eyes flash with anger, and she almost goes for a sword for a moment.
You do realize that was part of your contract, as you remember.
Well,
destroying property would...
We haven't destroyed it. We're telling you to destroy it.
Well, telling me or you doing it, either way will end in this no longer being operative.
Yes, it's evil.
Well, us not doing it will end up with it annihilating your entire planet.
If you allow this thing to carry on existing, your ship will no longer be operational.
Okay, here's the deal. You can pay us our full pay plus the danger pay, and we destroy this, or we're going to shove you in one of those pods and you can go have a conversation with him yourself. Here's that for negotiating.
Give me a intimidate.
Ooh, I'm good at them.
I can't help but feel he's got some bonuses, what with all the armed guards and operatives around him.
That's a 19 for intimidate.
He looks at you, makes a face for a moment, more of a in thought. But he doesn't seem to be too perturbed by your threat. I will pay you your full price and your hazard pay, but do be aware that you will be on your way in about a day or so after we are done here. You'll enjoy the rest of your stay for tonight and the rest of tomorrow, but then you'll be on your way off my ship.
Yeah, fine by me. Also, stop giving us work. We don't like it.
Yeah. Also, never ever call us again. We don't want any more of your fucking jobs.
Deal.
Deal.
And Mr. Gatsley will summon over an engineer, show him the schematic that you showed, before he wanders off.
We'd like to see it destroyed.
Yeah, V's just standing there waiting.
Um,
In fact, they stick their left arm out and hold it to their side for about 10 seconds. There's a sound of stuff falling over in the background, and then Flyby turns up. Just roosts back.
Hey!
Just to make sure.
Like Thor's hammer.
all right. A few minutes go by before you see this engineer, Lashunta engineer, return. He has a large medicine ball-sized orb in his hands, while you see other engineers are pulling what looks like a large cylinder and are moving it as well.
I know it's only a digital world we were in and it has no tangible access to reality, but touching it with your bare hands just makes me uncomfortable.
Makes me feel a little bit powerful, if I'm honest.
I don't know, I think we just need to blow it up.
Yeah. Like I said in the game, some things are better off staying dead.
Very well. How would you like it destroyed, if you are such the experts?
I mean,
Son.
if you need electronics destroyed, you've got radar and V in a room together.
A big magnet.
What do you reckon, V? I like the sun idea, personally.
Fuck it,
Yeah.
straight into the sun. Full
Yeah.
yeet.
Very well. We will have it disposed of in the sun, though it will take us a bit of a flight to get there.
Oh, we could do it.
Oh, yeah, we could do it. Yeah.
Very well. As he motions for the Lashunta to hand V the orb. So you get the orb as Mr. Gatsley dismisses the engineer. Your payments will be transferred upon your leaving of the ship.
Pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Gaxley.
What about my information?
Your dossier will be available in your room, Baphomet. I apologize for all you have went through, but it makes clear that your patriots wish to be done with my business, so I will hold up my end of bargain for you. Your piano has been delivered.
Oh, yes.
Forgot about that.
We shall be done.
One more question. What are you going to do with that? He points to the cylinder with the backups for all the residents in it.
Learn what we can. See what Dr. Lestrange believes could be recovered.
You know those are people in there, right?
Yeah.
A bunch of data, for sure. I don't know, as you say, if they are people. We'll learn about them. Perhaps we
Mate,
could...
you are so punchable. You get told that because more people should tell you that.
Radar's going to put like a hand on V's chest, just try and hold them back. Probably fail because V's much stronger. But
Gaxley, before you do anything with that, it doesn't matter what you think they are. Go into that tube and talk to them. Then come out in a few days and tell us that they're not people.
I'm afraid I can't do that anymore.
Why not?
He motions to the orb in V's hand. Dave is no longer functional, as I said.
So you just got our word for it then?
no, he's got an
They
entire
know-
ship full of science. He could just
Yeah,
create
they
a new
know.
way to interface.
It won't be perfect, no longer since we have the AI or the proper software to do what Dave was able to do before, but perhaps we can learn from what remains and recreate. And maybe if you do say there are people in here, perhaps then we could recover them, learn from them, and, if necessary, return them back to this world.
I don't know if returning them back to this world is the right thing to do, but just treat it with respect, okay?
Yeah, don't fuck this up.
I leave it into the capable hands of my doctor, Dr. Lestrange.
Yeah, don't you fuck this up either.
Glares at fucking the bird.
He's not there. He's
Glares where he should be.
Yeah.
No, plus he's been good to us. There's no
He's
need to
been great.
Yeah, there's no need to like glare at everybody we meet.
Radar is
He's good to us.
glaring at an empty space.
so. If our business is here concluded, Dawn will take you back to your rooms, and you can enjoy the rest of your time here on my ship. But I wish you to be gone by tomorrow evening.
Ryder storms off.
Yeah. Well, V.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Let's go.
some kind of wireless carry box for this.
Yeah,
No?
I'm thinking Faraday cage or lid lined here minimum.
Lead lined, definitely. No outside power sources, just in case it latches onto one.
Yeah.
Baphomet,
Yeah.
give me a perception check before you leave.
23.
As Mr. Gatsley is waving off his guards and lighting, everyone else is focused on dealing with this orb. You decide to just take a look back at Mr. Gatsley, and you happen to see a silver ring on his finger as he walks off with the rest of with Pazak and the others.
Is there anything particularly unusual about the ring?
Oh, you remember there was someone who likes to wear that ring. That isn't who you think it is.
It's his
Alright.
doppelganger.
Can you be a bit more specific?
Yeah, it's yeah. No. She knows who it is, but we can't say it here. We've got people around us. We should head back to our rooms, guys, and have a chat.
Ryder's already gone.
We're
yeah,
Yeah, she'll
V
catch up.
and Radar. We're going to go and deal with this, and then we'll head to the room. But we shouldn't
Yeah.
take long.
yeah, we'll be right with you. Just gotta heat a ball into the sun.
And I'm going to go off after. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to Gaxley's room,
All right, so you want to go back to his actual office.
up to his office. Yeah.
All right.
You have to remember that Baphomet didn't see Gaxley as a bad guy. So to see someone do bad and then be not that person is something she'd have to check out.
Sorry, what's going on here?
So Bath noticed just as she was leaving that the Gaxley that we've been talking to wasn't actually Gaxley. It was the doppelganger that he uses sometimes. So that's either
the bartender.
going to
Okay.
be because Gaxley was worried we were going to punch him in the face after like this whole adventure,
Understandable.
Or-
that almost happened, but I
or
didn't.
it's because Gaxley hasn't been involved in a lot more of this, and this person's running a scam of some kind. We don't know
Yeah,
yet.
well, I mean, Baff, do you want to do that on your own, or do you want to go and catch up with Ryder and make her go with you? Because Ryder stormed off at this point. She's just gone back to her room.
She'll call Ryder on her comm.
Hello, Baff.
Ryder, I think there's more to this than meets the eye. That wasn't Gaxley we spoke to. It was his doppelganger. I know that he's been callous with your feelings. I understand that. But I can't help but feel that there's more to this than meets the eye. I have to at least speak to the real Gaxley. I'd like you to come with me.
Ryder hangs up the comm, and then a few seconds later she appears next to you.
Okay, that's impressive.
Let's go.
All right. We'll come back to you guys in a second. What is the other two, Coyote and Big Lizard, up to?
We've been building a lead line box to stuff the core inside.
Yeah, we're basically just finding what kind of insulation we can to wrap around this thing. I'm thinking maybe if we remove one of the warheads from one of our missiles, we could use that and its guidance system and just yeet it into a sun
Yeah, that should work.
without anything going wrong.
I mean, as
Yeah.
long as we can get it to a certain point, gravity will do the rest for us. We just need to make sure.
Yeah, good old Sir Isaac.
Who's Isaac?
Oh, it's the. Do you know what? I don't know. It's like a memory from somewhere. It's not important. Anyway, help me carry this thing.
Between like the two of us. I mean, do you want a strength roll? We're just going to shove this thing inside the hastily built lead-lined receptacle we've made for this core.
Yeah, it's like covered in bubble wrap
Yeah,
and bits
there's
of
duct
cardboard
tape
and everything. Yeah.
At least 3 zip ties.
All right. Strength roll and some engineering. One engineer check.
Who's got the higher engineer? Because I'll assist if yours is higher. Mine's 16.
V's engineering is 16, so we are equally
Oh,
matched.
I'll assist V. So have +2 to your roll.
Cool. 32 total for engineering.
All right.
So 34 total with the assist from Radar.
Radar.
Yeah, you were able to jerry-rig this thing into your receptacle, and yeah, it's it's sealed.
Yeah.
And
You
you
see
guys want to
radar.
move it in.
Chucking some extra blankets and in behind it to stop it rattling in the payload.
Yeah.
So do I understand this correctly? You stuffed it in a missile.
Yeah,
We've taken one of
Pretty much.
our several nuclear missiles that we have. We've taken the nuclear bit out. We've put the Dave in where the warhead would have gone.
Yeah.
But all the guidance systems and all that are separate and insulated from it.
Yeah.
So now we can just yeet him
And
into
before
the sun.
putting the missile cover on, V just leans in to the core and just goes, "Bitch."
Radar can't
Um,
help but grin wide at that and he starts screwing the plate on.
V, you feel a small static at your nose.
V just grins.
And yeah, you put the cap on.
And then Radar's going to basically hardwire in the steerage for this, so there's no automation, there's nothing that could go wrong. It's just once the rocket's lit, off it goes.
Like a firework.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right.
Right, we're going to have to
well,
eyeball this one, V, but, generally pointed at the bright glowy thing and like the touch paper, I guess.
Very.
Just
Would you?
V at the back with a lighter, just click, click, click.
Yeah, we've got this thing. I imagine there's like a hangar door, and we're pointing it out of it, and we've warned everybody in the immediate vicinity that we're about to fire off a missile.
let me check something real quick. Yeah. Mr. Ghastly's ship is in orbit of a planet. There is a sun, of course, that you can shoot at.
No stellar body's going to interfere with our calculations, anything like that. We do all of the checks, basically.
Give me a computers check.
Oh, I'm good at computers.
Oh, right
assist
on.
me, assist me.
Yeah, I'll assist.
Yeah.
Because you're using your Leica 7's onboard computer to calculate the celestial bodies.
Well, that's a nat 20 on the actual dice, but this is a skill check, so it doesn't matter. So that's 36, 38 from the assist.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
All
we
right,
check
you were
and we double check.
Yeah.
working together. You figured out that there's no celestial bodies, not even a asteroid or anything that will get in the way of your direct line of fire if you're just shooting this missile straight ahead towards the sun.
Yep. Well, would you care for the honours, madame?
Oh, now I insist.
Radar hands over the box with the big red button marked launch on it.
Together?
Let's.
Yeah. Boop.
And pook.
All right, so you both put your hands together and press the button. With a loud roar, the engine ignites and the missile fires off. And you watch it zoom into space. And the fuel soon gets expended as it gets caught in the sun's gravitational pull. And you watch as the missile gets sucked into the sun. And for a moment, you see a green flash from the surface of the sun before there's nothing.
Bye, Dave.
Game over.
Game over. Ah,
Yes!
yes.
I was going to say that, but you did it.
It's an entire campaign to say that.
Well, yes, man, I wish I'd thought of that. Oh well, I still get a kick every time we let one of those off.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's
food?
done. V brushes off their hands.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
All right. So the two of those now go off to go find some food. Baphomet and Ryder. What are you
Yes.
guys up to?
I was going to stop off at her room to get whatever information had been left for her before heading down with
All right,
Ryder.
there's a data pad. It has a dossier on Pale Moon. Yeah, it's all there that Gatsley was able to gather for you. You can tell there are reports not only from his agents, but also from news clippings and other things. Basically everything that he could find for you.
Why did you ask for this stuff, Bath?
I appreciate that you guys are, this is your life. You do the Merc thing, the adventure thing. But this isn't my life. I mean, I love being with you guys, but I at least want to know what happened, why I'm here.
Well, Bath, you're part of our life now. You're one of us.
No, I know. But just like how, do you remember when we saw your mother?
Yeah.
Right. That's part of your life. Outside of all of this, all of us. But I don't have that. Even Radar has a past. All I have is... And she gestures to the room and all the gaudiness and out the window to the fanciness of it all. And says, that's what I have. And without that, I'm only half a person. It's like we saw that fake Baphomet in the game. That made me so angry.
Ryder reaches out and holds her hand and says, "You don't need to be yourself the whole time, you know."
Beth squeezes her hand back and says, I'm not even myself now.
Sure you are. This new person you are now, that's just as valid as the person you used to be. Sometimes you just got to live in the present, you know?
I understand that. But I still have a past that I at least want to find out why it was taken from me. And she holds up the data pad. With this and maybe some more help from you guys, I'll get it.
I'll help you however I can, Beth. So how do you want to do this?
Well, something like this. And I'm going to cast the spell I can't remember the name of. 'Cause I'm not looking at the right sheet. Yay! Disguise self.
Reflecting armor.
Yeah, no, disguise self.
Disguise self.
To look like Dawn.
Huh.
Okay.
I want to go have a word with Mr. Gaxley, the real Mr. Gaxley. I just need to know that there was some good in this world.
Right. Well, you go in, you do that. I'll be in the shadows if you need backup, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
And yeah, Ryder's going to go stealth.
Okay. Give me a stealth roll.
That's the high rolls I'm used to. So 16 plus 23.
So let me get this straight. This was what? What's the total?
Oh, 16 plus 23. So
33, 39.
39.
Okay. Well, Otter does the thing and goes completely invisible. Da-dunk. All right. So tell me how you want to do this.
I want to walk to Gaxley. Oh, I guess I'll put actually back in the cage first. I want to walk to Mr. Gaxley's office as Dawn and confront him.
All right.
Because he won't hide from Dawn if he's hiding at all.
And I'll be just a moment behind as well.
All right. So, as you remember, there was a elevator. There are posted armed guards. Quick check. Okay. They say, "Good day, Dawn. Off to see Mr. Gatchley."
Yeah, just another day. You okay?
"I'm fine. Please." And he motions for the elevator.
Thank you.
And you get on board.
Both of us.
Yeah, I delay slightly so that I can step in.
All right. As you get in, a keypad pops out.
Shit.
Can the doorman see us?
The guards are outside posted, but they don't see you. The door has closed.
Okay.
So you're in the elevator with your Otter.
How many guards are there?
You saw two of them.
Okay. Yeah, so she whispers down to Ryder, says, "Can you get through this?"
I'll have a go. 17 plus 16.
That'll be sufficient.
Okay.
Otter plugs in to the interface, types it away, and runs a keylog system. And it accepts a password. The password was Golden Idol.
Golden Idol.
And the buttons for the floor appear. You remember when you were there that Mr. Gatchley was on the top floor.
I'll take us up. And yeah, Ryder hits the top floor button and then goes back to being invisible.
All right. So up you go. And the door opens and you're greeted into a large dining area. As you recall before, we had your meeting with him and he discussed other things. So you're in the dining room. You know, off to the left, there's the bar. There's no one manning it. There seems to be no one here. But to the left, you see there is a door that apparently might lead to Mr. Gatchley's office. It's the only door to the left.
It's weird there's no one here. But I guess I'll knock the door.
All right.
It's going to be the Shinra thing where he's just going to be slumped over his desk with a sword in his back.
I'm kind of thinking that, yeah.
Yeah.
You knock. A few moments pass before the door hisses open. And you step inside, and there's Mr. Gatchley at the desk. He seems to be at his computer.
Oh, he's not
He
dead.
glances.
Okay.
Thank God.
He glances up. He's like, "Yes, Don?"
Mr. Gaxley, I've come to ask about the Leica crew.
Yes, and what about them?
They had some concerns, really silly stuff. But we wouldn't want to get out. You know how PR is.
Of course, of course.
They seem to think that you ridiculous. I know. They seem to think you knew about all this issues with the Daave protocol.
You see him tap his fingers a bit in thought. Yeah. As if I did know something.
While this is happening, can Ryder scope out the room to check if there is some sort of emergency button, like a panic alarm under his desk or something, just in case?
Yeah. He might have like a thing, like a pantheon.
Yeah, do me a perception check, please.
Okay, perception is 7 plus 14. 21.
You're not sure,
Okay.
but because the room's very elaborate, there's paintings, there's all sorts of things. So any one of these could be pulled away for a button or something, a panic button or anything. Hell, even his desk could have a hidden button. You're not sure. You'd have to do a deep inspection of the room to know.
Yeah, so while he's distracted talking to you, I'll do a deeper dive, but do continue the dialogue while that's happening.
Oh, I was under the impression that this was all some kind of unfortunate accident. I mean, obviously, you know best, but just out of curiosity, what exactly were we aware of?
I knew something happened at the dig site. You see his wave his hands for a moment before he reaches down and taps on the computer. There was some reports of energy fluctuations. We knew the ship was still powered somehow. Whatever it was Dave was part of was still running. Who knows? I didn't know that it was a monster or whatever it is. I knew it was still functional, that it was sentient, but I had not figured it was going to be dangerous, given that we gave Dr. Lestrange the test run to find out all about it. But
Right. No, of course. It's just obviously, again, PR scare. Are you saying that you enslaved a sentient being? Because obviously I have to spin it if the media ever wants to ask. But I just, if you were aware it was sentient and you still took advantage of it in the interests of the company, just saying, is that what we're talking about here?
enslave is quite a strong word.
Oh, that's what they
there.
used. They were really incensed. Very. That's why I'm so worried. They might go to the press about it. You know how it is with help.
You see him lean back in his chair, looking at you very closely. I had no intentions of enslaving a being. I've always been one of business. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised that your crew would think that.
Oh, thank God! And I dropped the illusion. Oh, it's like holding your breath. It's so tiring.
Ryder appears behind him with a sword next to his throat.
Ooh, strong.
Oh, hello there.
Hi.
Do you mind getting that blade off of my neck?
Do you mind not moving while we talk to you a little bit more?
Very well.
Cool.
Mr. Gaxley, we don't want to hurt you, but we can't have you calling any of your guards or anything. We just want answers.
Very well. Seems that I am at a situation where I can't refuse.
Correct.
Very well. Ask away.
If you knew that this thing was sentient, why did you try to turn it into some kind of a show? If you knew this thing was sentient, surely you had the duty to help it or destroy it or whatever. You know me, Mr. Gaxley. You knew me back when I was Tiamat. And I always thought of you as a good person. But the more I live outside of that world, the more I realize that it's not good. I just wanted to believe my friends are wrong.
I had no intentions, as I said, of enslaving it. All I wanted to do was do business.
You can't do business if the other party isn't aware. At least with Siphonophore, you made a deal.
Of course, but
You made a deal, people died. This is not a first for you, Gaxley.
and again, my dear friend, you seem to keep insinuating that I was the one who was behind the whole incident on Slipstream.
You are, by proxy. Your callous regard for human life and other life, compared to how much money you can make, is what keeps getting people killed and getting into these situations. Just think for a while. Think of the cost that isn't to do with money.
Really. You still think that I was wanting any of that to happen? That I wanted all those people to die?
No, Mr. Gaxley, but you allowed it. And you didn't do anything about it afterward.
And you keep allowing it.
I was a failure by proxy that I failed to keep an eye on my managers, I will admit that. But I had no idea of what extent he would put himself to align himself with the Aslanti and try to enslave and make them into a weapon. I only wanted them to help take care of my park, make the nice weather, make sure everything was clean and take care of everything. I had no intention of them being ever treated as a weapon or being misbehaved. Sure, when we didn't understand them at first, the park used electrical ability, but we came to an agreement thereafter.
What of all the people? We went to Slipstream. There were hundreds of bodies. What about them? What about their families?
Who's accountable for them, Gaxley?
I have paid the price, both monetarily and PR, to make sure that those who have lost their families be compensated. And I've made sure to strip whatever I could to return back to them from the planet, though most of it was destroyed apparently once the water was returned to the planet. But you like to make me out the villain. I'm only a man doing business. I only do what I can. I have a heart at times, but it doesn't mean that I am always to blame for everything.
I'd like to see some proof of that. Brother shoves her sword a little bit tighter up to his neck.
Beth holds up her hand and says, Ryder, please. I think we have him advanced enough already. We don't want to incur anything more here. And Mr. Caxley, if you want us to believe you, perhaps you could make a sizable donation to a charity or something. I'm gonna like just tap up a charity on my datapad and just like pick a couple at random. Charity for disenfranchised people, for all sorts of stuff. Basically, things that like people actually need on worlds and places that are hurting.
That'd be a nice gesture.
Mr. Caxley, I love this world and the limelight, but people who don't give back are just leeches. And I don't want to believe that of you. I remember you being a good man. So make a nice big donation. And she gives him. She uses command.
All right, I gotta roll a will save for him.
Mm-hmm.
If he has some kind of like backup system in place for this kind of shit.
To stop charitable donations of
They got a charity alarm that
He
goes
just
off.
donates to charities he owns.
Well, first of all, Mr. Gasly is going to be like, really, you're going to use spells on me when you have a knife to my neck?
I prefer not to deal in violence. How about this one here? And she points to another one and uses it again.
Odds or evens?
Odds.
You got him. He flinches and he's trying to resist, but he has to now make a will, because his coat doesn't go off, but he still has to make a will save against your spell. So what's the DC of your spell?
16.
He makes it, just barely. I was going to make suggestion of a charity that would be much more appropriate.
We're not giving to any of your charities, Gaxley. These people need actual help, and some of them have been hurt by you inadvertently, as you say.
Point is, Gaxley, there's blood on your hands, whether you claim responsibility for it or not. And you need to start washing some of it off, or it's going to come back to bite you. And it may be sooner than you think.
We'll take our leave. let's just say it was a pleasant, quiet conversation, and nobody has any trouble. How's that?
I still want you off my ship.
That's fair. We want to be off your ship too. Thank you for the information, by the way. That was helpful.
I'm not always an evil man. I always keep my deals and I keep my promises. You'll have your money. Now get out.
Cheers. Ryder's going to leave her gum in his hair.
Oh, right. Okay, well that's not very classy, but all right, fine. We leave. We leave.
Ryder's not very classy.
No.
And yeah, she goes invisible again and leaves.
All right. You're allowed to leave peacefully, as Gatsley doesn't alarm the guards. And even when you come out of the elevator, I assume were you going to change back into Dawn, or were you just going to
she's
just
fed
go
up
out as?
now. Like she's just
All right.
standing in the elevator, like fist clenched. Oh wait, the guards. Yeah, okay. She turns back.
All right. You walk past them. They don't seem to mind you. And yeah. So, your meeting with Mr. Gatsley went interesting.
Turns out rich people really like money. Like, really, really like money.
Fucking who
Yeah.
knew, right?
Yeah, Bath wordlessly goes to her room.
Yeah, Ryder's going to follow her and just, like, sit on the bed.
And then he'd hiss over the comms like, "Good news, we've fired Dave into the sun."
Great. Good job, guys. Well done.
And there's food available.
Yeah, and we got sandwiches.
I'm not hungry.
You alright?
Yeah, let's just say we had a word with our employer. There's some stuff that Bath needed to talk about.
Yeah, really? Fair enough. Well, bring us up to speed when we're back. It shouldn't take too long.
Yeah. Do you want us to order you in anything? Should be here by the time you get down.
Fuck it, give me some tempura.
Tempura.
Yeah, fair.
What is it? V, what is that? Is that shrimp?
I don't know, I thought you'd know.
I get one. Just we'll ambush them.
Yeah.
Righto. Cheers.
Yeah, what's Bath up to at this point?
Bath is like just staring at the data pad and going through stuff. Right, would you mind giving me a moment?
Yeah, sure. Let me know if you need anything.
Oh.
And yeah, Ryder's going to hop out and go to her room.
And Bath spends the rest of her evening reading the data pad and crying a bit, I think.
Oh.
Yep.
I guess Ryder goes back to Radar and V.
Yeah, she sort of goes back to her room, freshens up a bit. Yeah, so she'll go over to V and Radar and sort of sit down next to them.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
We got your shrimp. It was shrimp, right?
Yeah, tempura's fried shrimp. Congratulations, you get an A+.
Did you want it raw?
No, it's deep fried.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
He didn't know what shrimp was.
Well, while that's happening, I think Ryder's going to talk to V, like...
Yeah, you're looking a bit morose. You're missing being 8 foot tall and spiky.
She's going to look all the way up at V and be like, not going to lie, it was a bit of a treat. But Bath seemed very upset. We went and had a word with Mr. Gaxley.
Yeah, really? I'm surprised he even let you in.
Oh, I'm back.
Ooh,
So, what
Hey,
happened?
Raider.
Yeah.
Had a word with our employer.
ex-employer, I think, at this point.
Ex-employer. I never want to see his fucking face again.
Are we
I'm
being
so
fleeced?
glad. No, we're not being fleeced, I don't think. We're going to get paid. Gaxley's a man of his word. I was this close to cutting his fucking head off.
Standard,
Like that.
like a 7
Yeah,
negotiation,
I
then.
was going to say,
Yeah, you know. You know the drill.
Yeah.
Bath's upset, guys. Real upset.
yeah, ready?
What about?
Past lives. The person she used to be.
Yeah. Oh, is this to do with that dossier she got off him?
I'm going to look at Radar, like, sort of like deep into his one eye and say, this might be something you can talk to her about.
I guess I could try. I mean, we've spoken about it before on and off. On and off, sorry.
Yeah, but this is... I want to be there for her, I want to help her, I want to talk to her, but I don't know what to say. I don't have any experience in what she's going through, but... You? Being
I don't
from another time?
remember
It
any
doesn't
of my past
matter.
life.
She doesn't remember a lot of it either. It's an experience that you have in common, and maybe you can deal with it more better than I can.
She has a before and an after. I just have an after. I mean, it's not quite the same experience.
Still, you're probably the most qualified to talk to her about this stuff.
Yeah, I'll talk to her. I'm just saying I'll try.
She's in pain, Radar. I don't like seeing my friends in pain.
We're all in pain. It's a ship
Are
of
we?
pain.
I mean, I'm doing all right.
Oh, are we?
Oh, well, okay. Oh well, I'm glad someone is.
Casually lighting a cigarette and scoffing sandwiches.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the point. V, have you got me cigars anywhere?
Yeah, I reckon you could rustle one out.
Uh,
Tugs a couple out of a pocket somewhere and hands one to Ryder. It's a Vesk one, so it's as
Thank
big
you.
as
It's
That's a forearm.
it's a big old toque, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have half of this now and half later.
So you guys enjoy your meal. You have a good time enjoying it. Is there anything else you guys want to do during this time?
I'm guessing Bath's not coming down for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, no, she's not coming down for the evening.
Yeah. No, we'll stay down here and chat, I guess. And so that wasn't Mr. Gaxley we spoke to at the engineering bit then.
No, that was his doppelganger, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
It was the ring on his finger. I didn't notice it. Bath did.
Yeah, fair one.
Yeah, he's agreed. I think we're agreed, but not taking any more jobs off him.
Oh, no, we're just worried we're going to run into another thing. We didn't exactly take a job off of him for Slipstream, did we?
I don't think he'll want to employ any of us ever again after what I did to him.
Kid.
Yeah. Unless you need someone who's really stealthy at sneaking into things, you know.
Tough shit. I ain't doing it.
I wonder how they're getting on.
Who?
All the people in the cylinder.
Well, it looked like it was going into stasis when we left. It's probably frozen in time.
They'll probably blink and not even know.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. It's weird.
What?
You talking about past and present lives, and then we've been into that, you know? It's, for me, I guess, a third life.
It's all the same life. It's just a question of where you are in it. For me, there's never been a past, present, future. It's all the same thing. It's just a matter of perspective.
Yeah, it's very
Well,
philosophical.
maybe, yeah, you know, maybe that's a way of looking at it. But, like, are we the same people coming out as we went in? That stuff literally wired itself into our brains.
Your future self is watching you through your memories. That was something I heard once. Not sure where I saw it.
Yeah.
Well, bad news for my future self then, because I drink a lot.
Yeah. What if my future self doesn't remember my past self? What if there are no memories? What are you?
Just sort of in character chuckles at that, looking at his enormous belly.
Yeah. What if there are no memories?
Huh?
You say your future self is looking at your past self through your memories. What if there are no memories?
Then your future self gets off scot-free.
I don't know. That just sounds like an excuse to do anything. And
Then there is zero accountability, and we can't live
That's
in
a
that
great
world.
amount of accountability.
No.
It's
because that's what Mr. Gaxley does. That's how he lives his life. He just keeps on spending, doing whatever he wants, and doesn't take any of the blame when things go wrong and people die.
Yeah.
That's a luxury we can't afford.
It's not a luxury I'd want. There was a moment in there at the start with the character generation. Just something I noticed about myself.
What's that?
Where my cybernetics are in a digital recreation of myself was just black ink.
Yeah? What's wrong with that?
I guess that means you don't.
Well,
you
it's
don't
a
start
digital
yourself.
recreation of yourself. You have creative control over yourself, and I imagine myself as a full-blooded coyote, but there it is. Dipped in ink. I didn't make that. Not that I'm aware of, anyway.
Weird.
All right, so all of you finish up your meals. You decide to enjoy the last bit of time on the ship. Most of the places are still open. It just seems a lot more quiet. It seems after the incident, a lot of people have left. You guys settle in for the night. Baphomet doesn't come out of her room for the rest of the evening. And you guys head to sleep. It is now morning. What do you guys want to do?
Time to leave.
Pack up, head for the ship.
Yep.
So,
V's stuffing all the hotel towels into their bag.
Radar's stealing all the soap.
okay, after hotel towels, soap, all the complimentary
Yeah.
chocolates,
Dressing
off
gown.
the bed.
Oh, yeah. The entire bag. The pillows, the bedding, the bed.
All right, so you all are doing that.
You catch
you all
glimpses of
get out.
Radar maneuvering a mattress.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, after you guys have completely stripped the rooms for every bit of valuable, you're in the hallway getting ready to go, and someone's missing.
Who's missing?
I'm guessing it's Bafford Whitworth here.
Mm-hmm.
V checks both sides of the mattress that Radar's carrying. So he's even seen back.
He's been and
Oh.
back. The mattress is long gone.
Yeah, let's go to Bath's room and knock on the door.
I was just
Yeah.
going to pull up
Bath,
on comms. Biff, ready to go.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get out of here before
Subtle.
There's no answer on the comms.
knock on the door.
It's quiet.
Is the door unlocked? Or...
Radar's going to open the door. Yeah.
All right. You go to open it, and it pops open. No problem.
Oh, Bath, sorry. I'm opening the door. I've got my eyes shut.
Against what? There's not like she's hiding her genitals.
Shit.
Beth, where are you?
Hello?
You guys walk in. The room is immaculate. There's no sign. There's no sign of Baphomet. Even the spider possum is gone in the cage. But there is a data pad sitting on the bed.
Ryder's going to go up and pick it up. Look at it. Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Baphomet, if you would like to read what the note says.
We go back a couple of hours. After parting ways with Ryder, Baphomet is sitting at her desk, poring over the datapad. She's frowning as she takes in every detail she can about Pale Moon, about their elusive board of directors, about their questionable dealings with Islanti in the name of bringing stardom to the galaxy, and a lot of cover-up accusations of working talent, bribes, even some accusations of corporate sabotage and even downright murder, but somehow nothing ever sticks. There's nothing about Tiamat disappearing 10 years ago. She just says she took a brief holiday for illness and reappeared soon after, though she's made notably fewer and fewer appearances over the years. It's while she's poring over another set of vidlogs, petting Maximilian in her lap, that the screen begins to glitch and distort. Words appear, superimposed over the logs. Do you want to know more? Yes, no. She hits yes, of course, and the vid screen pops up.
Child, yes, hello, child. I didn't think I'd see you again.
She starts to speak, but the person holds up a chitinous hand.
You probably have questions. I have answers, but this is a pre-recorded message. Your eyes only. Hush, hush.
On the screen is a Shirin. They look thin and wiry, their scales mottled and grey with age, but something about their voice seems familiar to her.
I know what you seek. Truth, yes. About you, yes. About your father-man, Carl. I seek same. Been watching Gaxley for a while, but seeing you again, good luck, fortuitous. My agent there has overstayed welcome and is extracting soon. You accompany. Come, meet. Help me, help you, help Carl, help your father-man.
Another video flicks up. It looks like security camera footage, but it's Carl. He looks a lot older than he did in her vision from the simulation. A tall, scruffy-looking Espraxa. Like Dr. Lestrange, he's a bird person, but more corvid and crow-looking. His black feathers greyed with age, but unmistakably him. Sat at a desk, fitted with an inhibitor collar, typing at something the camera can't see.
Come again. Demiplane. Spyman face dancer work for me. We'll be with you soon. He can open a teleportation gate. Only enough power for two, though, you and him. Tells me you have friends? Leave message. Meet later. Don't know when we'll be able to contact again. Be quick. Do not miss.
The video freezes and then vanishes, and there's a knock at the door. We're back in the present as you guys open up the small disposable datapad that Baphomet left for you with the note. The video starts with her looking off to the side before turning to face the camera.
Just a minute. This will be quick. Hi, guys. I know this is sudden, but I'm afraid it couldn't wait. I found some information that could be important about me, about where I came from, and I'm going to check it out. Don't worry, I can take care of myself, but this is something I have to do myself. I've got so many questions, and I didn't tell you because I knew you tried to stop me, and there was no time, and I couldn't pass this chance up.
She looks away at someone on screen for a moment and nods. The voice, though muffled, sounds rushed and in a hurry. You see her lean forward, reaching for the end recording switch.
If anything happens, look for Hymenoptera as Shirin at Carmageddon. In the meantime, be safe. I'll be in touch.
And the recording ends.
I knew I shouldn't have left her alone in here.
No, I mean,
No,
if she needs some time alone, then she needs some time alone.
Yeah.
She knows how to find us. We know how to get her, apparently. So
Bath's going through something unique that none of us have any perspective on, and we couldn't offer any advice. It would simply be hollow words. We need to let her figure this out by herself for once.
I guess. Just don't like seeing my friends suffer as all.
The only way she'll stop suffering is if she finds out. She needs to know. I can understand that. Let's get to the ship.
Let's get out of here, guys.
All right. So you all climb aboard. Dawn is there to see you off and wish you all the best. She's like, thank you for coming. I'm sorry for all that has happened, but I wish you the best. Your credits have been sent to your accounts.
Radar checks.
I'll send you the amounts later.
Yeah. He's doing it right in front of her, but I'm guessing it's in there.
Mm-hmm.
She's like,
Your
thank you very
credits
much.
have been established. She nods and waves you goodbye as you climb back onto your ship.
Yeah, the bag of guns going back into where it's supposed to be. Into the room with the new mattress and the new bedding and the new furnishings.
is Crunch there?
Crunch is there to see you off as well, if you wish. So is Bizak, the Tengu, and
Yeah. V's going to give Crunch a big hug and slip them a piece of paper.
It's a bill.
It's not
There
just
are
a
two
bill.
numbers. One of them is a price.
And then wink to them as they get back on the ship. They're doing the call me hands.
Crunch will smiles and does it back and smiles.
Radar's eyes, one eyebrow is firmly raised as he kind of looks at Ryder and then looks at V.
What?
Just never seen him this happy before. It's nice.
Yeah, that is kind of nice.
So, are you flying?
Go on. Yeah, I need to take my mind off stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. V, are you?
I'll be
engineering?
engine room. V's going to go down there, check that no one's strapped a bomb to one of the engines or something. And
Yeah.
Do an engineering check.
it's sad that I have
Do a check for bombs.
sad that I have to do this, but it keeps happening. Damn it! That is a nat 20, 36 total for.
Okay. You find no bombs.
Fucking Gaxley's put bombs everywhere.
There's no bombs. There's no bugs. There's no nothing. Your ship has been left completely unbothered. It's actually been even refueled for you.
Wow.
Oh, free
And
refuel.
then V's going to dedicate the rest of their time. They're going to pull out their data pad. They're going to upload that schematic they took for that skull from I've forgotten his name now. The guy we killed early on who turned into a skeleton.
The assassin.
Yeah.
Dave,
No,
you're
there
going
was
to
not
3D print his skull.
no, there is
Yeah, how are you going to do that?
the guy we killed who set himself on fire and turned into a skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The head engineer.
V took a 3D scan of their skull from all angles using their wrist thing.
You know he was just a human, right?
Yeah, but V doesn't have a human skull yet.
There's no way he doesn't have a human skull.
I swear you've got a human
Yeah,
skull.
there's no way you haven't got a human skull. At least Atlantis doesn't.
We've been killing Aslanti left and right. How do you not have a human skull?
Because they never had a chance to cut one of their heads off.
They're the one enemy we'd be fine with you doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I wouldn't say actively encouraged, but
this one's
you
a
know.
human elf anyway, so they only half count.
No, it's an elf. It's an elf, then fine.
It was an elf.
I'm just going to leave that printing, get into their hammock, and start scrolling through all the photos they took during their time on the computer.
Sorry, are we done? Are we on the bridge of the ship?
Except for V,
Like ready for
who's
launch?
Yep.
entering.
Except for V's in, yeah. And Ryder's in her seat.
Yeah, Ryder's going to say, turn to Radar and say, actually, would you mind taking us out? There's something I want to look at real quick.
We could just wait. What do you want to look at?
I'll be 2 ticks. Give me a moment. And yeah, she hops out of a
Okay.
chair, goes down to crew quarters, goes into Bath's room.
How rude.
Yeah.
You don't get a say in this. You're not.
Yeah, you don't
But
get to
you're
say in
not
any
here,
of this.
so...
You guys put my piano on the ship, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Oh god, we haven't even checked the cargo bay.
I think they're loaded up. If they refueled it, they probably loaded up all that stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep,
Yeah.
they did.
It's
under tarp
it's
in the
strapped
back.
down using the mounts that we usually use for V's van.
It's not that big a piano.
It's an upright piano, isn't it? It's not a grand. Yeah.
There's a grand piano.
Holy shit.
Hey, you asked for it.
Yep.
Yeah, apparently we did.
There you go. V's even gone to the care of like putting some cardboard on the edges of the straps so they don't scratch the enamel finish.
Anyway, Si, you were doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So yeah, going to go into Bath's room. A campaign ago, Ryder noticed a little shitty-looking door on the other side of Bath's room with a scratched-out name tag on it. She's going to go and check it out. She's going to go and open it.
Yeah, okay, sure. You go through the bathroom. It's pretty spartan, as mentioned before, but there's lots of shelves full of like just pretty things and crystals she's found and such. At the back of the room, it's a door. There is it looks like it was like a signpost or something once for evidently leading him out, but it's been scratched out and it's not locked. You can just push it open.
Okay, yeah, she's going to push it open and look inside.
The inside is a small room, maybe about as big as a couple of wardrobes, really. But it is filled head to toe with Tiamat merchandise, Tiamat albums, Tiamat figurines and models, loads of stuff. Only it's all destroyed. Every single thing in there has been. The room is full of stuff that was shredded, smashed. There are some new things. Look, she's ordered some new stuff at some point, and they've arrived and shipped them in boxes. But you can assume that it will end up at the same fate as the rest of this weird anti-shrine.
Ryder's going to pick up one of the album covers and sort of like brush some of the rubble off of it and look into the face of Tiamat.
Yeah, it's familiar to you actually, because you saw her during one of the visions that Dave gave you in the game. So you see a dark
Shadow.
Hmm?
You saw a shadow of Tiamat. You never actually saw what.
Oh no, you had posts. Yeah, you had posts up on the wall, and then radar destroyed them.
True.
And also we went to that big hall full of Tiamat posters with an empty
Yeah,
stage.
that's the one. So you've seen her from the post. You generally recognize her as well. Tiamat is a big star, so you're aware of them as a person as well. But yeah, they are a dark-skinned Lashunta with long hair, wearing a dress that looks like something you definitely would see back then. She could find a designer or money. She has light orange eyeshadow, and she looks happy. This is like a fun summer jam, and she looks happy. But inside, the media has been smashed to pieces.
Yeah, Ryder's going to sort of be putting 2 and 2 together at this point, and she puts it down in exactly the same place it was. Make sure to not touch anything else in this room, and very gently shuts the door and walks out.
Back to the bridge.
So that's who you used to be. And yeah, walks very slowly back up to the bridge.
You see Radar's up there and he's on voice communication with traffic control, launch control, basically. Oh, you good?
Yeah. How's the preparations going?
Just waiting for you in the seat now. They're giving us clearance.
Alright, coolio. And yeah, Rudder hops into the navigation seat. Sort of waits.
Right.
Looks over to the empty captain's chair where Bath used to sit.
Radar's going to reach down from his weapon seat and just put a hand on her shoulder.
Yeah, I know. He'll be back.
Yeah. Well, have to see how well we do in the meantime.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Second star to the right.
Straight on till morning.
Oh, V, sit down.
Just sit down, the ship takes off.
Yeah.
Sorry, these are...
It's just a moment of silence on the bridge while everybody's sort of,
So you guys prepare, and you get clearance. You detach from Mr. Gatsley's ship. You see, of course, the gaudy holographic display on top of his ship as you're making your position to go into drift. And you soon ignite your drift engines and shoot off. And this is where we'll go into our epilogue scenes.
Hey.
As you guys are making your flight positions, Mr. Gatsley is standing at the dining room where it's the open glass where you can see out into space, and he's watching the Leica 7 making its final preparations for drift. And he has in his hand a data pad, and you see that several million credits have been distributed to different charities on it. It's then when Don appears at his door, it's like, "They have left, sir." "Good. Hope she will forgive me someday," he said before turning off the data pad and walking back to his office.
Hello everybody, and thank you for listening to Cosmopunk. If you're still listening, we've got a special request for you. We're doing a push on Spotify this time. We're trying to get enough reviews so the algorithm will take us seriously. So if you want to do something amazing for us, go on the Spotify app, download the show, and give us a good rating. And if you want to be doubly awesome, why not tell your friends about us? We're still on all the regular podcast and social media sites. Links are all in the description. Once again, thank you so much for listening, and we will be seeing you in 2 weeks. Till then, shoot straight and roll high.